Hey my queens, it's your girl Deja here, back with another video. And yeah, as you can see, I'm back in my room at home because I'm out of school, thank the Lord above. And yes, I'm wearing the same thing that I wore my last video because, as you know, I'm getting work done, filming a few videos in the day. So yes, don't be alarmed, your girl just getting work done. But before we get into the video, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Deja. You can call me Queen D. You should definitely subscribe because we want big family around here and everybody needs a little family in their life. Hashtag royal fam. But if you're not new and you're coming back, hey, how y'all doing? I hope that your summer, if you're in summer yet, is going great. If you're still in school, I hope them finals go well for you because, you know, we need to bring them good grades home. That's what we need to do. We need to bring them good grades home. So yes, yeah. So we're going into this video because I am, as you can tell by the title, about to talk about my sophomore year at college because it's one that, I mean, it just needs to be discussed. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing about my sophomore year of college, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm just going off the dome with this because I tried filming these videos I'm filming today last week and I accidentally filmed them on time lapse. They were great videos, but I accidentally filmed them on time lapse, so I was really mad and just I was like, I give up. But I'm trying to get into today. So school, let's see. Sophomore year was definitely a stressful year for me simply because I had life issues going on as well as school issues going on. So we're gonna start in August. So as y'all know, I stayed in the dorms again last year, but I stayed in a different dorm, so I had my own room and I just shared a bathroom with one other person. If you didn't see my dorm tour, definitely go watch it. Go watch it. But okay, so I moved in August. Everything was good, you know. Fam came and helped me move in. I was great, you know. Then in like, you know, class was going good, whatever, yada yada. Then in September, something happened with my situation and things just like went downhill and my whole mental life and just went spiraling. I was depressed, I was stressed, I was crying, I didn't want to do nothing. I was just in my room, but I still went to class, but I just wasn't happy and like I was just like, no, I don't like this. But you know, it was all good. I was just like, okay, so what is going on with me? Because, you know, I knew what was going on, but I didn't like it at all. And, oh, wait, hold on. First of all, welcome week parties were okay. They were not as lit as they were freshman year for me. And you're going to hear at the end of the video why I think things are not as lit for me as they were freshman year. But, yeah. Okay, so back to the situationship issues and all of that. So that caused me to just be in a real big old funk mood and I was just not having it. I was not liking it. I was not feeling it and all of that. And I knew that something had to give, something had to change. So eventually I talked myself back up and I was like, okay, you know, you're not going to stay down with this. You're going to be good. You're going to be happy. You know, you can't let everything affect you, even though this was a very big deal for me. Like, it wasn't just some little petty thing. It was something big. So I was like, okay, you're good. Brush it off. Keep it going. So, let's see, that was September. Let's see, we're gonna go 2 months later. My situationship things get better. Like, we reconnect, we start talking or whatever. So, all of that, it was good, you know. My grades was looking good. I was feeling good or whatever. But something was missing. And, so I went to go talk to my counselor. And I was like, well, I mean, my advisor, not my counselor, my advisor. And I was like, you know, she was telling me, because before you register for your classes for the next semester, you have to meet with them at least once. So this is my meeting, and she was telling me, you know, you're on track with your major to graduate. In fact, you'll finish your classes early and all of that. But as far as the pre-med goes, you might have to stay here an extra year to finish those classes or whatever, because The school that I go to doesn't have a pre-med degree. You feel me? You have to choose a major and then take pre-med classes along with whatever classes you're taking for your major. So that's a whole extra boatload or whatever. And I was taking, well, I hadn't started taking 18 credit hours yet. That's my spring semester, but I was taking 16 credit hours already or whatever. And I'm just like, really? So I'm not gonna graduate on time pretty much because I want to take pre-med classes because I want to be a doctor. It's pretty much what you're telling me. So this was like November, and I was like, okay. So I'm thinking, I was talking to my mom and my stepdad. I'm like, so I mean, what should I do? I started looking at other majors and stuff within the same school that I'm in, because the school that I go to, IU, there's schools for every major pretty much. So there's schools of arts and science, school of public health, stuff like that, school of nursing, you get it. I'm in the school of public health. So I was like, I was looking at other majors within the school of public health because I was like, I want to graduate on time, but I still want to take my pre-med classes because your girl's trying to be a doctor. And I don't want to go to school extra long, more than I'm already going to have to be at school, simply because when you're a doctor, you want to be in school forever, just so I can get my pre-med classes to go to school to be a doctor. So, like I said, I talked to my mom and I talked to my stepdad about it because I was like, I don't know what to do, like, what should I do? And they was like, well, we support your decision or whatever. So I went back to my before winter break, I went back to my advisor and I was like, okay, well, I think that I'm just going to change my major to community health simply because the prerequisites for pre-med were built into the community health major. Like, I could choose those as options to take. So I was like, simply because, the classes are built in there, and I feel like I could get more jobs with the community health degree than I could with the human development and family science degree, simply because you hear more about community health than you do about the other thing. But I still decided to keep human development and family science as my major. So now as my minor. So now my major is community health, but I minor in human development and family studies, and I chose to keep that as my minor simply because I had already taken most of the classes that were required for the minor anyway, and I wasn't going to let that go to waste. So that's what I did. So, then when I was taking my classes for spring semester, I decided to take on 18 credit hours. A chemistry class, a chemistry lab, and a bio class, and other classes. So yeah, that was an epic bad decision for me on my part, and I was working 2 jobs. I started a new job in January. So that was just a bad decision on my part, stressed to the max, because when you take 2 science classes, you learn the 2 different things, and of course you're gonna get them confused. So, sophomore year, go back to Halloween party. I did not have fun at all. That was my first, it was a good time, but it was just I don't know. I just feel like I had way more fun at parties my freshman year, simply because I was a freshman. You're new, you're like, yes, I got freedom, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, and then you overdo it. And then sophomore year, you're expecting big things for these parties because you was super lit your freshman year, and now it's like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, your experience is what you make it, and parties are what you make them. So if you go with somebody and y'all super lit and y'all ready to have fun, then of course you're gonna have fun. But in the back of my head, I was always like, this is really, because after the first party of the year, I was like, yeah, this year I can already tell it's just not gonna be good party wise, simply because this was a fail, and I already know it wasn't as fun as last year. And I was constantly comparing the parties to last year, and I probably shouldn't have did that, but I want things to be better than the year before, but that's me. So, going into things, your freshman year, just know they're going to be fun for you. They're going to be what you make it. But sophomore year, try not to, if you're one like me, try not to just compare things to freshman year, because it's a different year. So, yeah. But back to school. So, what was I at? 18 credit hours. Okay, so, at first things were going good, but when first exams came around, I was really like, okay, I was studying, but I have a little bit of a problem with studying. Like, I have bad concentration and stuff like that sometimes, so I have to really force myself to concentrate. But first test come around, I did good on most of my classes, but bio and science, of course, I didn't do too well on, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta do better. Then the second class came, midterms came around before spring break, and I was like, okay, this is the time. Once again, I didn't do too good, and I was like, okay, I gotta do better. But then I was like, okay, so I think I'm just gonna drop chemistry because I don't have time to get a bad grade in chemistry right now. So I dropped chemistry in the lab, and I kept bio in my other classes I was taking, and I was like, okay, we're gonna be good. So after spring break, everything was going good. Like, I was good, I was focused, doing stuff or whatever. So yes, the end of the year came, and I passed all my finals, and I passed all my classes with A's, except for bio. Bio got a stand, but that's okay. That's okay, because these get degrees in it, and get degrees. But yeah, I got A's not on my other classes, so I'm pretty proud of myself and how the year turned out. I know that I said that I wanted to get A's and B's for my goals, but you know, sometimes you just don't get what you want. But I know I'm planning on doing better for the fall semester. I'm already committed to doing better and staying focused, because I know that it's grind time. Now I'm a junior, and it's grind time, and it's not time to play. Not changing my major no more. I'm keeping it going. I'm keeping focused, because I really do not have time for all of that. But yeah, sophomore year is going to be totally different from freshman year if you're about to be a sophomore. So just know it's going to be totally different. It's not going to be the same thing. Your friend group might change and all of that. But I did decide that I am moving into an apartment with my 2 friends from school. So we're gonna be moving into an apartment in August, and yeah, so definitely gonna have an apartment tour for y'all, and definitely gonna have an apartment room tour for y'all. I cannot wait to decorate. I'm gonna have my own bathroom, my own room, and all of that. I'm just so happy, because I'm tired of sharing rooms with people who are not on my level of cleanliness. I'd like to have my own stuff. I like to have my own environment, because I just need it. It helps with my way of getting through and pushing through life. So definitely stay tuned for that stuff in August. But that was my sophomore year recap. If you have any questions, definitely comment down below and ask me, because your girl gonna reply. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Join the royal fam. I love you. You love me. And I'll see y'all later, my queens, my royal fam. See y'all later in the next video.